Wayne, we just finished the podcast on 3 questions entrepreneurs should ask about business growth strategies.
Yes, we did.
And you said something to me that a business owner shouldn't think of their business as their retirement plan.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Yeah. So just to be clear what I mean by that, obviously it is the income generating machine, right? They are going to build wealth. But to assume that business alone, just building the business itself is going to be the entire creating of wealth, I think is what I would call concentration risk. You're betting on one thing only. So what I would say to anybody who is building a business, go out there and rock it and do really well, but take the profits that you make along the way and allocate it into retirement plans, for example. Make sure you have things we talked about earlier. Make sure that you have life insurance for the people that you love. Make sure that you have long-term disability to cover you in case you can't work. Make sure you have long-term care insurance. Make sure you have money allocated to other things, using life insurance, permanent life insurance, putting money into an insurance policy. Use all of these tools collectively. How did you make that happen? You used the profits from your business. So the business was the machine that generated the income. You didn't just leave the money all in the income hoping that it's going to be the nest egg that looks after you forever. So that's what I was implying when I made that comment earlier.
I'm glad I gave you the chance to clear it up because I didn't disagree with it, but then it does make sense. And also, as you're doing that, you're able to do some tax shelter strategies as well from the business. So you're protecting the proceeds. Otherwise, they're going to be taxed.
But you got not only that, but there's also the other thing I talked about, which is the risk management element. I mean, you're creating all this wealth, but you have to also play. We talked about earlier on the podcast was you got to play some defense, right? You need to protect yourself. Risk management. You got to eventually what you're trying to do is put a Teflon ball around yourself so that if anything, we always want to hope for the best, but we got to plan for the worst.
Yeah.
So that's why just assuming this business is somehow going to miraculously solve all the problems financially, I think is a bit of I call that concentration risk.